What's going on, everybody? It's Obstacles to Opportunity back live once again from Turkey, Istanbul, lying in Ankara. What's going on, everybody? As you see, the title today is about virtual real estate versus real estate, physical real estate. I need to put that in the title because everybody's going bonkers. Everybody's going up and down about the new real estate, about virtual real estate. Now, if I was a YouTuber who was looking for views or looking to just have some other different type of investment to talk about and get my audience and my supporters and subscribers on the same page, then I would actually hop on the bandwagon. But that's not what I want to do. I want to keep everybody focused on the main goal, which is usually wealth building, which is usually generational wealth, which is usually some type of form of financial security. So even though everybody's online talking about this new metaverse, as you can see, people are just writing articles, right? You got why the metaverse is fueling of the boom digital real estate market. You got articles talking about millions of dollars that certain plots of virtual land is selling for, right? And so basically, with this speculative market that people are selling virtual real estate, I would say that around 5 to 7, even less percent of your energy, time, and resources should be devoted to said sector. In my personal opinion, in my observation, what the main goal is still to have many forms of growth and development through physical real estate. Now, I'm going to actually dive into it very quickly about why it is important. Remember what I tell you guys, right? We got appreciation, debt pay down, cash flow, and tax benefits. This complements every person's life. The majority of their money goes towards taxes and accommodation, and multifamily house hacking solves the taxation and it solves the housing issue. So this is why we're focused on physical real estate. Now, virtual real estate does not solve the problem of where you're going to live, and virtual real estate does not solve the problem of you having to pay 30%, 15, 20, whatever your tax bracket is. So that's why it's essential to focus on physical real estate. And we're so far behind the wheel when it comes down to real estate because we have misconceptions about income producing real estate. I'm not telling you to go out and buy a single family home. I'm not going out and telling you to buy a single family home that does not produce income. I'm talking about duplexes. I'm talking about triplexes. I'm talking about quadplexes and up. 2 units and up, something that's going to produce income. And with a house hack, you're able to live in it. Let's say what up to the family while everybody comes in. We got good morning, brothers. Thanks for coming. Marvelous is in the building again. Blessings to Marvelous. He always blesses us with his presence. So I'm not going to push you guys into the next fad on YouTube, or the next fad in the digital market space, where you guys are now chasing the new digital fad, the new digital revolution, the potential to make some earnings when you're missing out on the whole entire pie. And today, we are going to explore the 4 critical elements of returns from an incoming property, income producing property, right? And that's why we focus on physical real estate. And as much as the virtual metaverse, second land, and etc. has potential to appreciate, and then you could sell it to the next seller at a higher price or charge money for advertisement as it has been marketed, right? To certain conglomerates and companies, billboards, signs on the side of a building, right? Sell product possibly that doesn't cost money to produce. That's great. That's fine. That's dandy. That still needs time to build out. But every person that's plugged into the virtual world still needs a home, still needs something. And this is why I'm going to talk about which one is better as far as returns. As far as returns are concerned, in physical real estate, you have cash flow returns. I said that earlier, right? Appreciation, what you're looking for in the virtual world. You purchase at $10,000 and then you sell it for $100,000. That's appreciation. You got principal pay down. You don't have that in the virtual world. That does not apply. And tax benefits, which does not apply. So cash flow, simply put, cash flow embodies how much came in and how much went out in similar of a manner of a checkbook. Cash income is the money you collect on a periodical basis from the property investment. In a typical scenario, your cash flow calculation will look something like this. And it's just basically the rental income subtract the expenses. And then you get the cash flow. So you get that when it comes down to physical property. But also, they make claims, and there's situations where people make cash flow or some type of income they generate from advertisement. Don't forget, there's a miscellaneous. You can still have physical advertisement on billboards in the physical real world on a building that you have, right? It's no different than NFL stadiums that are built by the government and the NFL own and charge big conglomerate companies marketing budgets to advertise on the side of a stadium, right? So you have that in the physical world that you're still able to do also, just like the virtual. Appreciation, straightforward, over time, you sell it for a higher price because the value of the land has increased, right? So we want to apply that same type of logic that we're thinking about in the virtual world to the physical world. And it's funny because the same amount of money people are paying for the virtual world is about the same amount of money to get into physical real estate in the physical world. This is why I'm mentioning it. It's not like it costs $30,000 and then virtual world costs $10. This is another calculation that you don't get. Principal pay down, loan amortization, debt being paid off at a low interest rate. You're leveraging. You don't have to spend all your money to purchase said product. You only spend a fraction of it. Leveraging. Tax benefits. Everybody complains about taxes. They don't like the tax bracket they're in. They don't like what the government does to taxes or with the taxes, et cetera, et cetera. So by investing in physical real estate, you still have the opportunity to get your tax deductions via owning rental property. These are 4 different benefits, 2 of them which don't apply to virtual real estate. 2 of them that are very important that do apply to physical real estate. Let's go to the actual comments on the side. Don't forget, everybody who's plugged into the matrix, the virtual world, still needs a physical. I mean, it depends. Physical real estate costs money to maintain. You see? Not if you're doing income producing, right? Just like a business costs money to maintain. Even the virtual world costs money to maintain. Metaverse ain't free for the people who run it. It costs money for programmers. It costs money for machines and data systems. But they have a functioning business plan because it generates more money, right, than it consumes for operating expenses. So the same thing comes with physical real estate. And it's funny that you say that it costs money to maintain, which ends up being the deductions that you utilize in order to reduce your taxes. So even the money that costs to maintain the property, to pay interest on the property, the rental income itself is all money in credit that goes towards not paying federal tax on your W-2 money, your capital gains. So it saves you money in other areas, and still the money that quote unquote costs to maintain said property, said investment vehicle, right? Is something that you could use as a deduction, and it's not even paid off by you to maintain, it's paid off by the generating income from the rents that the renters are paying, from storage that you may have on the facility, from a laundry facility, from a parking garage, from other aspects, even a billboard on the side. If you're on a good street, of course. In virtual, you got to know the best land now. Yes, you got to know the best land in the virtual world. And is there Zillow? Is there Data City? Is there information that talks about past history trends that allows you to make a calculated strategic decision about your said investment and where you're going to purchase? Where are the virtual people going? Where's the virtual Zillow, the V-Zillow, to give you the data and information about walking scores, safety, appreciation, what projects are being built? Where's the city or county blotter, newsletter that publishes about the development going on in the area? Where's the chambers of commerce of Second Land to publish articles about the new contract that Charles Schwab and Facebook and Apple have just signed with the county? How many jobs are they bringing in? Where's the Tesla factory going to be? What's the economic gains and benefits from the factory coming to the county and city? Look how the city of Austin has been able to appreciate on the back of development from Charles Schwab, Facebook, Oracle, Apple, Tesla, etc. Amazon over there in Pergerville, or whatever that place is called, right up there, I would say northeast of Austin, right north of Austin. So this is, once again, the benefit. Yes, very true. It's just easier to do virtual because you don't need to do all that paperwork. That's it. Paperwork, virtual paperwork once again, because I purchased property from Turkey, from Israel. So it's just virtual paperwork. No different. And a little bit more paperwork versus appreciation and debt pay down. You'd rather have your taxes being taken. You'd rather have 30% of your money to be taxed throughout the year. You'd rather work for the government for about 2 to 3 months instead of working for yourself and your own investment vehicles, whether that be physical real estate. You'd rather not leverage. You'd rather not have debt pay down or principal pay down. You don't care about that. You'd rather make it easy, click on the button, get the virtual land, and hope and pray that the next person purchase it for a higher price, right? You read one article about $1 million. Oh man, you see that new article about the $1 million and somebody bought it? Yeah, but if you actually did the due diligence, you can also find out that the company that owned the virtual world was the one who purchased said land. So that's like me. I buy into my own product and buy into their own hype. Good marketing strategy. Hats off to them. We'll be dumb to follow it. Property in DC, $1 million property. Property in Texas, appreciating at its all-time highs. People need places to live. 50% of the land is owned by the government. 12% is only available to public consumption. But we're focused on virtual currencies and virtual real estate, giving up real currency, giving up real land, real estate, while companies like BlackRock purchase massive amounts of zip codes. You didn't hear nothing about BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the entire world, 21 trillion that is underneath their management. That's more than the GDP of the United States of America. You didn't hear them about buying up all the virtual land in the virtual world. You heard them buying up all the real estate in the real physical world. So as the general public moves to do things like buy up virtual land and virtual currencies, real companies move to buy up real physical land. Ask yourself, what do you want to do? Once again, I said, go ahead, make some money. Make it 5-7% of your time, energy, and money. It's okay to have a speculative investment. Not saying don't do it at all. I'm just saying that real physical real estate is here to stay and it's needed. Look at the real estate market, type it into Google, see the reviews, right? More housing is needed. More warehousing, more industrial real estate property is needed. But if you think like you're going to make money when Bitcoin's $60,000 per coin in comparison to the guys that were trailblazers and made the whole investment scheme up, purchased, Bitcoin when it was $10, $1. Come on, guys. Come on, family. You got to be smarter than that. Excuse me. You got to be smarter than that, guys. So make sure you use this common sense. Make sure you make the right moves. Make sure you allocate the right time and resources behind said investment. That's all I'm saying. Make a wise decision. Don't put a lot of eggs in one basket. And be careful of the wave. Be careful of fads. Don't pass up on real physical resources. If none of you guys can interpretate a deed, find a parcel of land in real life, in real physical life, the real world, spend that time and energy to understand how to find those said things and master the physical world. From my humble opinion. So I hope you guys understood that. I'll keep this one brief. We're also going to come back on. We're going to be talking about crypto. We're going to be talking about digital currency. It's more towards the nighttime for you guys, where I'm going to be coming out with that content. We're going to have a conversation because I really would want people to call in and talk about it. If anybody wanted to call in about virtual real estate, then I'm going to drop it in the link for the next about 5 minutes. It's going to be open. We got the greatest wars were fought over land. Land is very important. Everything starts from land. Land is nature's money. Facts. Nature's money, not reusable. Master the physical world. That would be great. That would be great. If you can do that also while trying to allocate 5% of your time to this virtual world, completely fine. I'm not against the virtual world 100%, but I'm definitely 90 to 80% for the physical because of all the benefits I just told you about. Dispel any old myths of the hang-ups, the barriers to enter into home. Don't listen to the Democrats talking about it's too hard to get in homes, it's impossible. Or the Republicans always complaining about something. That's not the channel here. Obstacles to opportunity. And if you don't know, then please watch my previous video on how to purchase a home in America for under $1,000 and how to manage it, how to get yourself a property management, how to make sure your product is more efficient and effective for your customer. I'm just hoping you guys do this. I don't want you guys to go down the path of chasing dreams and chasing this idea. You go on YouTube and you got all these content creators talking about this and talking about this and talking about that. And that's them. There's channels that do NFTs that are amazing. There's channels that do real estate, bigger pockets, amazing. There's channels that do virtual real estate, amazing. Channels that do fitness and health, amazing. This is our lane, right? Traveling and then financial freedom on core fundamental and traditional investments, long-term investing in the stock market, and long-term investing in real estate, residential, industrial, commercial, retail, whatever property. That's it. Global and domestic. That's it. Something else, there's other channels to tell you about all the advantages of X, Y, and Z, right? All the money you can make in the virtual universe with the virtual trees, with the virtual door stops. Get off my virtual corner, right? You could be the John D. Rockefeller. You could be the Irv Gotti or the Christopher Columbus of the digital virtual world. But once again, don't forget that virtual augmented reality, from my perspective and knowledge, from a global perspective, will be taken over by Asia. ByteDance, it's only 5 years old. It's in its infant stage in comparison to Instagram and Facebook, and they have 1 billion active monthly users, same as Instagram, and their market cap is close to Instagram's market cap. And that includes, Facebook, Facebook is a little bit up there, but Facebook is over a decade old. So social networking and virtual and augmented reality definitely will be something that will be amazing. I definitely believe there'll be a great conglomerate company in Asia that will do it. TikTok has been, implementing augmented reality in their flicks. I mean, that's what one of the features that made them so popular. So I don't believe the names and the likes of Facebook or even anyone else in the Western concept will take control of it. Asia has way more people, and they have a larger database to pull from, a larger understanding, and a larger amount of active users in said technologies. And, come on. Places in Asia don't even use cash. It's all digital currency. They're actually there right now. I go to Wisconsin. I still got that mail in a check for EMD for a security deposit. Come on, stop it. Cut it out. So once again, focus on that, understand what that means. And then let's see, we got some questions right here. What does pennies are for millions mean to you? I'm asking because I'm seeing virtual real estate paying pennies per day, and I'm trying to compare the returns to REITs. Compare the returns to REITs and see, third eye, if there is better returns from that versus the returns that you see from REITs. Let me know. I'm not too sure. I'm talking about even with REITs, which is great. It's easy way to invest in the real estate sector and industry. But what I was referring to is physical real estate because of the statistics, the amount. I'm talking to the masses. And on the average amount, the massive amounts of people do not become millionaires via small businesses and entrepreneurship. They don't become millionaires from the stock market. They become millionaires from real estate because it allows the average person to leverage their way into wealth. And if Y'all need a video for me explaining leverage a little bit more? Then cool. BA, I have a person who might help with advertising in real estate. Cool. Contact me, obstacles.opportunities@gmail.com. That would be amazing. And once again, I'll be on later today to talk about crypto, Bitcoin. I know people will love it. I know that's an important or big topic. Now, I'm just going to be coming from a perspective that it's speculative, just like the same thing as virtual real estate. And I'm not against it. All I am saying is allocate a limited amount of time and resources and dedication to it. Put your face and your attention towards the other asset classes we talked about in today's stream: physical real estate, income producing real estate, multifamily, house hacking. I love you guys. Obstacles to opportunity. We got. I will do that. I'll do a video on leveraging also. I got you. So just hold me accountable. I got you on the video for leveraging. So y'all guys can understand what I mean when I say that. Let's go. Thanks, fam. That's what I try to do. Investing, not gambling. Love you. Thanks, fam.